Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to episode 2 of Going with the Flow.
Baby, let's just take our chance.
So I am no nip slips over here. I am about to go to Atlanta, and this was so last minute. I literally booked my ticket yesterday, and I am going tomorrow. Really just now getting home about an hour ago because I had to get my lashes done, and I get my lashes done far. My lashes is like an hour away, so then I gotta go an hour away and an hour back just because she just does it the best. And the other people that I be going to just when I just don't really care that much, they get me right, but they don't get me tight. You know what I'm saying? So I had to get right and I had to get tight today. So pack with me, but we're also gonna talk because we're trying to go with the flow, okay? We are as in me. And ew, this suitcase is so dirty. When they be like putting it in through the motherfucking states and planes and shit, it just it's dirty. It's very dirty. Like it's dirty, like my niece would say. Anyway, but yeah, I just wanted to talk because I feel like I never really talk to you guys. I never really answer your questions about like tarot reading and life and all of that. I feel like y'all definitely asked me a lot of questions, and today I just want to get vulnerable. So we're just gonna talk about everything, and hopefully I don't cry because I've been such a crybaby lately. I'm a crybaby, y'all. Like, I'm sorry, I am a motherfucking crybaby. Like, I will cry, and I was not always like this. Like, literally, I was on the phone with my family today, and they were literally like, Destiny doesn't cry. And I'm like, I cry. I didn't used to cry, but I cry now. But anyway, so one thing that you guys always ask me, please ignore the background. Like I said, we're packing and we're cleaning, okay? Ignore the background. Anyway, so one thing that you guys always, like I said, I'm just bringing like basics and like loungy shit because I completely plan on being in the house. I may go out because it's my cousin's birthday, but we're just gonna see. That's a we have to see type of thing. But anyway, so one thing that you guys always ask me is how I got into tarot in the first place or whatever. And I always say, like, when people ask me that, I just like, it chose me. But whenever I let you guys do me a Q&A, I never even posted the Q&A because a lot of y'all kind of had the same questions that like will be summed up in this answer. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell y'all. So when I was 19, I'm 22 right now, about to be 23 in like 2 months, period. I was in college and I hated college. Like, I didn't hate it at first, but like after being there for a while, I just got like really, really irritated, and I just like started just like disliking it. Like, I just didn't want to be there. It was just like boring. We used to do the same shit every weekend, every day. Like, it was just draining. Like, I just started like disconnecting from being there. But it was really after I kind of like started getting spiritual. Like, I just remember I had like went and got these crystals. I had got like I still have this crystal. I don't know where it is, but I know it's somewhere around my house because it goes everywhere with me, literally. But I had got like this amethyst crystal. I'm an Aquarius, so that's our birthstone. And what's crazy is when I was younger, I was the first one. Mind you, I'm one of the youngest. I'm the second youngest. So when I was little, I was like 6, and she gave me a birthstone ring for my birthday. And I was the first one to get one. And then after that, she got like everybody one or whatever. Like, whenever it was their birthday, everyone would like get a ring that next year or whatever. But I was first. Basically, I had got an amethyst crystal and maybe like some Palo Santos, like something like that. And I used to watch readings all the time on YouTube. Well, I used to watch this one lady. I wasn't obsessed yet, but I used to watch this one lady on YouTube, and I got my friends into watching it. Like, they used to watch their signs. And I also, like, before the videos, before I even knew what tarot videos was, I used to have all my friends reading their horoscope. And so like one day in the summer, before we went to the second semester of school. I'm kind of telling this a little backwards, but before we went to the second semester of school, I was literally like with my little cousin, and I was telling her like, we was just talking, and she's like a few years younger than me. She's 18, I'm 22. So like, we were just chilling in the bed, and then she was like, oh, like, have you ever seen tarot videos? And I was like, no, what's that? And so she like puts it on the TV, and it was like an hour-long video. Like, I seen how long it was on YouTube, and I was like, we're gonna watch this whole thing? And she just was like, I'm turning it off. And so she just turned it off. So like, I didn't even know what tarot videos was until probably like in July or June, and I didn't even know what tarot videos was for real until like, I'm gonna say October. So basically, like, whenever I discovered tarot videos on my own, I basically started. One day I was just with my friend, and we was like watching one on my TV in my apartment at school, and I was like, I think I could do this. And she was like, me too, like blah blah blah. But I was serious. And so basically, I ordered the cards, and like, I completely forgot about it. Like, I literally completely forgot about it. And like, one day, me and that same friend, it was probably like 3 weeks later, we went to check our mailbox and at school, because we had mailboxes obviously. And so we went to like the mail center and checked my mailbox, and the cards were in there. It was like so unexpected. Like, I completely forgot about them, and they were just in there. So I had this job. I used to work at a coffee shop. So the same day I had to go to work, like right after the class that I was about to go to. So I went to work, and we pretty much did whatever we wanted to do at work, honestly. Like, we were like in charge, and we didn't really have a boss, so we did whatever we wanted. So I was like sitting down at a table, and I had the cards out, and like, I was like putting them in order, like through Roman numerals. Like, one of my friends, if you guys see I think it was a weekly vlog, but I had went to one of my friends' baby shower. Yeah, it was her, whatever. We've been friends for a long time. But basically, Bree was teaching me like ramen noodles, bitch. Good fucking night. Anyway, she was teaching me I'm like washing clothes so I can put them in my suitcase and clean up and stuff. But anyways, so that's the noise. But you know what? I'm gonna close that. 1 second. Okay, so basically, I was at work, and like I said, I worked at a coffee shop, so it was like tables. So I was sitting at the table, I was laying the cards out. Bree was teaching me Roman numerals, because I did not know Roman numerals. And if you know tarot, then you know like the cards have Roman numerals on them. So I'm thinking like, you have to put, like, I'm the type of person that I don't research stuff. Like, it's the Aquarius in me. Like, I don't research things. I just kind of do it and like learn from experience and like other people and stuff like that. But like, me sitting there, like, I'm just not the type of bitch. Like, I don't like reading directions. Like, I just don't listen. Like, I'm hard-headed. Like, I can't listen. Like, that's my problem now. So basically, I was just sitting there. I was like putting them in like the Roman numeral order, because she was like teaching it to me. I was like writing it down, like blah blah blah. Shout out to Bree. Anyway, so basically, her turn. I can't remember. Okay, I remember now. So yeah, so this girl that used to come to the coffee shop every day, she used to, like, literally every day, y'all, and she used to come, and she seen me with the cards, and she was like, you know tarot? I was calling it tarot at the time. Like, I didn't even know it was tarot. But anyway, she was like, you know tarot? And I was like, no, but I'm going to teach myself. And she was like, you want me to teach you? Like, I've been doing it for 3 years. And I was like, sure. So she sat there for like 2 hours, and like, you cannot teach someone tarot in 2 hours. Like, tarot is 78 cards, and they have a billion, like, every card has like 60 different meanings and interpretations. So she wasn't teaching me all of that. But if you would like to know the meanings and interpretations and real life practice, then I have an e-class that you can take from the comfort of your home. So go to my Instagram, and it's flyers on my Instagram. So tap in, period, because we all finna be up, period. She taught me like, I can't really remember. Like, I just remember she was like teaching me some things, showing me the way basically. And so like we sat there for 2 hours, we talked, and like she was like, okay, well, I'm gonna come back up here the next time you work and we're gonna do it. So she came back up there and she like forgot about me, but if she comes to the coffee shop every day, and she was like, oh my God, like I completely forgot I was gonna do that, like blah blah blah. She was like, do you have your cards? Like she brought her cards, and she started like giving me readings basically. Like this time she really wasn't teaching me things, but just more so like real life practice type shit. And so she was just like, it's so funny because I asked her about I was dealing with this dude at the time, and like I didn't really fuck with him like that. Like it was just like, he's cool. But I was just like, I asked about him and she was like, just focus on yourself. I was like, cool. And then I asked about one of my friends because I just was feeling some type of way about her. And she was like, focus on yourself. And like, neither of those people are in my life right now. But so like that night, I went home. I think it was the first night though. I went home and I had this guy best friend, and he lived in Georgia. And so I was in Alabama at school, mind you. So basically like I texted him and I just did a reading on him. He didn't know, but I just did a reading on him. And I just started like telling him like, I feel like you blah, 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 blah. And he just started telling me like, excuse me. He just started telling me like what the reading was about. And I was like he wasn't even saying like, oh, how do you know that? Like he just started like, this girl is and I was like, oh, so I'm right. Okay, period. Go there, period. But anyway, so yeah, like after that, I just became obsessed with tarot. Like I was reading all my friends. Like my best friend at the time, she taught me how to shuffle. I did not know how to shuffle. In my class, I also teach y'all how to shuffle. Most of the time, no one knows how to shuffle tarot cards. Like that's the first thing that I do in my class after teaching you how to like clean your deck and like get attuned to it. Attuning your deck is like basically putting your energy on it, making it yours. But anyway, she taught me how to shuffle or whatever. Shout out to her. But I learned how to shuffle, and then it was just on and popping from then. And like, mind you, like I just used to do it on myself, my friends, and my sister's friends. I used to do it on my sister's friends. My sisters, y'all will meet them in the next vlog because that's why I'm going home. But basically, my sister's friends used to come to me, get readings, and they used to just be like, you need to do this for money, like you're on it, like blah blah blah. And I'm like, no, like this is just a hobby. Like I want a business, but this is not what I want to do or whatever. And like, you know, it was just fun, cute, you know, whatever. And basically around I would say, okay, so like I was telling you guys how like I started not liking college, so I'm getting a little ahead of myself. But basically, when I started not liking college, it was around the same time that I started doing like the readings or whatever. And like I just remember like I just completely changed. Like I didn't want to go out and get drunk every weekend, every week. We were in college, so it's like, you know, you can get drunk every fucking day and it's normal. But I just didn't want to do that. I didn't really want to be around people. I really was like starting to see like the truth with the people that I was around, and like my friendships and life and everything. And like I just was having like one of those accountability moments, like not even just about other people, just about myself, just about everything. And I honestly became like unhealthily attached to, or I would say dependent, like I don't even know, like on tarot. Like I just used to do it way too much, and now I don't read myself really much at all. If you watch the first Going with the Flow vlog, then I was telling you guys that I really don't read myself that much. But back in the day, oh, your girl used to go crazy. Like I used to literally go freaking crazy reading myself. But now I have self-control. I don't do that. I've had self-control for over a year now. Probably I've been doing tarot for 3 years, and I've had learned self-control. But I'm a very obsessive person. Like that's just how I am. I get obsessed with things, and you know what I'm saying? But like one thing about traits like that is like, let's say like you get very obsessed. You literally have to channel that into something positive. Like let's say you get obsessed with something, but you have to learn how to capitalize off of the fact that you can be obsessive. Like what is something else that I can be obsessive about that'll make me money? Like, you know what I'm saying? Boom, bam, boom. That's what you got to do. Anyway, not what this is about. So basically, yeah, I was like obsessed, and then I feel like that's what kind of made me so good at it, because of the fact that I was obsessed and I was like watching videos every fucking day. Shit that ain't never fucking happened. Them shits ain't never fucking happened, but it was really like other people's life around me, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I started to realize. But some of it was for me, obviously, but most of that shit still ain't fucking happen. It's not gonna fucking happen. That shit was very ghetto, what the people send in those videos, and my life is far from ghetto. It'd be a little crazy, but bitch, God is not giving me no ghetto life. That's one thing I have realized about myself. Like, my spirit team is strong. They do not let me get in no ghetto ass situations, and if they do, it's not for long, and it's teaching me something. Like, period. It's never for nothing. It's always for me, not to me, and period. Anyway, though, so basically, what ended up happening, y'all? Okay, yeah, so around March, that's when I actually started Read by This. Like, I remember I was trying to like come up with the name, because we had just got out of school for COVID, and I was so freaking happy. Like, I wanted them to let us out of school so bad, and so they let us out of school for COVID, and literally, like, I went home like the next day. I was over it, like, and then life just did not go as planned, and then I started my business, and that's how Read by This got started. But it was a lot. I'm really keeping out a lot, but I don't want to talk about those things, so whatever. But yeah, so you guys always ask me, like, how did I get into tarot? How did I know it was for me? It really just chose me. Like, it just really honestly chose me. Like, how the girl seen me with it, she was like, oh, let me teach you. Like, it all happened how it was supposed to. And y'all be asking me like how I knew that I had this gift. Honestly, like, everything just comes natural to me. Like, I'm just naturally that bitch. Like, I'm just naturally a intuitive ass bitch. And I have always been very intuitive. Like, I can sense things. Like, I sense things, I see things, I dream things, I smell things. Like, it's just all natural. It has never really scared me. A lot of people be like, oh, like, this happened and it scared the shit out of me. Like, what does that mean? Like, I never have gotten scared of like my gifts or what I could see or none of that or whatever. Like, I just accept it. Like, oh, I can talk to dead people now. Cool. So I'm going to Atlanta. I'm about to put these damn toys in my suitcase. When I say, like, I'm not packing much, y'all. Like, I'm going to be gone for 4 days. Well, I'm going to be gone the 17th through the 20th. So, like, the whole 17th, the whole 18th, the whole 19th. And then I'm going home real early in the morning on the 20th. I'm going to bring my ass back to Houston. But basically, So yeah, what was I about to say, y'all? But yeah, so that's why I'm packing. But I got these freaking toys for my nieces and my nephew. And so I'm about to put these in my suitcase so I can get them out of my house. Y'all know a funny story. When I went to LA the last time, we were putting my suitcase in the car, and that motherfucker did not fit in the damn car. Like, it did not fit in the car. We had to leave my suitcase at the airport because it did not fit in the car. Like, literally, we had to take all my shit out of it, take my name off the suitcase, just in case they wanted to, you know, sue me for littering or something. I don't know. But yeah, and we had to leave it at the we had to leave my suitcase at the motherfucking LAX airport. And we was out of there, and I had to get a new one. So this is Going with the Flow episode 2, and I'm gonna have my family vlog in episode 3. So make sure you guys stay tuned. And I got to clean up. I got to finish packing because I only have a couple hours to get this done. So I gotta get my shit together. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm gonna see y'all in episode 3.